D-Lo 404 Boxing. All right, y'all. So Amir Khan and Kell Brook finally got it on. I made my video talking about, how much I anticipated the fight and how much I was looking forward to seeing it. And, of course, I did go out on a limb and say I expected Amir Khan to get a stoppage, or that's what I was picking. And I ate crow behind that. One thing I will say is that I've always maintained that picking Khan was a tough sell on me, because I always felt like Khan was the one making sure this fight never happened. And I felt like if he was the one making sure the fight never happened, he had good reason for not doing so. But I will say what made me finally say, well, maybe Khan is in a position where he can win, is the fact that Khan is also the reason the fight is happening. Because if Khan didn't want the fight, it wouldn't happen. So I said, okay, for Khan to be calling for this fight at this time, he must see something that he feels like he can exploit. He finally feels like he's in a position to beat Kell Brook, because I feel like he's never felt that way before. But boy, oh boy, was he wrong. Kell Brook went out there and put them bees on him, so to speak. As Trey X like to say. Shout out to Trey X and Marlowe's Corner. But yeah, Amir Khan went out there and just got mollywopped. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook went out there and beat that boy like he stole something from him. Kell Brook went out there and beat Amir Khan like he had been trying to get a fight with him for over 10 years. And Khan had been stalling the fight and would never let the fight happen. And that he finally got an opportunity to get that fight, and he went out there and he showed and proved that all along he was the better fighter, and that he would have won the fight at any point that they'd have made the fight. That's the way he went out there and beat Amir Khan. Served me up a big fat plate of crow. I should have known better. And hey, I deserve all the ridicule and all the bitterness that came with eating that plate of crow. And much respect to Kell Brook. I'm eager to see what's next for Kell Brook. He talks as if he wants to resume his career, which I like. My only concern about Kell is at what weight? Does he go back up to 54? Because he clearly seemed to have needed the 147, the extra couple pounds above the 147 limit for this fight. And if he, goes to 54, we saw him at 54, and he didn't quite. It's like he couldn't quite settle in. He didn't seem to be in a position to make the fights that needed to be made at 54. So for me, I'm eager to see how things play out. So once again, much respects and congrats to Kell Brook. I'm glad he got that big win. I hope that he's able to get the fights that he wants to get to close out his career. But he made a major statement and showing that he wasn't a shot fighter in the way he went out there and handled Amir Khan. Because Amir Khan did some things in there that typically help him get out front in fights, but he wasn't able to do so against Kell Brook. Kell Brook is winning this fight like he just knew he had Amir Khan's number, and he just wanted that opportunity so he can go out there and show it to the world. So much respect to him. Much respect to Amir Khan for not folding when he initially got hurt in the first round and trying to fight his way through it, trying to fight his way back into the fight, even though it just wasn't to be. And, best wishes to him at whatever he does next. I'm not going to say I want to see him in the ring anytime soon or again, but that's up to him. That's his career. But I kind of felt like Amir Khan was already retired anyway, and kind of just came back to put this, felt like he could put the cap on his career by beating Kell Brook, but it wasn't to be. That's all I got on it. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.